So my wife and I are incredibly lucky that we just recently acquired a 4-family property in New Jersey. And this is an old building from the 1920s. Previous landlords haven't done the best job of maintaining this building. Pretty old, and there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Of course, one of the things is that there's not accurate drawings of this building. And the first things that we have to do is we're spending our savings to upgrade this building, from upgraded windows, doors, sidings. In some cases, some of the tenants that were inside the building, how did these landlords, how did they not respond? The conditions here are often not good. And so I found that with little to go off of, just the buying process, submitting permits to the city, all of this is a very clunky process simply because I just don't have accurate information. So I actually had to be my own customer and 3D scan the building. That's step one. Step two is then converting it to accurate floor plans. So we're in the process now of converting it to accurate floor plans so that I can not just have the 2D information and PDFs so I can have conversations with contractors and whatnot, but I actually quite literally needed the quantities of stuff, doors, windows, to quickly relay this information to a variety of different, shops are doing to get new windows, get new doors, et cetera. It sounds silly, but counting windows and getting the accurate dimensions of them actually sucks. And it's really hard doing this. So that's just one of the many use cases that, I'm personally benefiting along with my wife in terms of bringing our building online, getting accurate documentation. And then it turns out that when you acquire a property, tax advisors will tell you, hey, you should probably do a cost segregation report. I actually didn't know anything about this, but in short, it just says that, when you acquire a property, you are allowed to depreciate that asset in year one to get a tax deduction. Now, this has some real financial implications for myself because by doing that, it actually kind of offsets taxable income, and it actually means that we might be able to keep more money for the purposes of renovating the rest of this building, right? Which is money we need to continue finishing the siding and the windows and the doors and the floors and so this has really real implications for us. And so that next step is, now that we have the accurate 3D and 2D plans, we're now connecting it to a tax advisor who can then kind of run the scripts. But it turns out to run these scripts and these reports, the basis of this information is the quantity of stuff inside that we were able to then generate from the scan and the plan. And so to your point about consolidating this process, we were able to go from nothing, quite literally nothing, of this property to getting an accurate 360 tour, 3D and 2D models, and then a cost segregation report. And effectively what would have taken having to hire a bunch of different tax advisors, architects, surveyors, engineers, and consolidating this process into kind of an A to Z process, probably for a fraction of the cost as well, and a fraction of the time. So it's cool. It's cool to, be building a service with an incredible team that actually is making a real impact, and quite literally in our case, personally saw the benefit as well. So